Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EU Expansion Tournament live from the ESL studios here in Cologne. And over the next 4 days, we will find our two new teams that will join the EU LCS next season. I'm Sjokz supporter, and I'm here on the desk with two sidekicks for now. There'll be a rotation of other ones coming in later. But first off, on the furthest end of the desk is my LCS colleague Martin Deficio Lunge, and there's my fellow Belgian Mitch Krepo Deficio to help us out as well. Guys, excited for the Expansion Tournament?
Super hyped. I mean, we're going to get 2 new teams now into the LCS out of these 4 teams we have right here, who we're of course going to follow the entire next year. And then tomorrow, IM Cologne starts. Every single team has made roster changes. We have no idea what to expect.
And I'm just looking forward to being your sidekick, Sjokz.
Of course. Well, guys, let's take a look at the schedule to see what games we've got coming up for you today. And in the following days in the Expansion Tournament, we're going to start off with 2 best-of-5s today, Giants versus Reason and H2K versus Faculty. And then we have 1 best-of-5 following the days after the elimination match, the winner match, and the decider match. As you can see, that means that we have a double elimination tournament. Let's actually get the bracket up on the screen so we can explain that to you. Today, the winner of our best-of-5s go straight on to Saturday, where they will fight each other for a spot in the LCS. But the losers of the day will play tomorrow in the elimination match. That means 1 team will be out, but the winner of that game will still be able to compete for a spot in the LCS on Sunday against whoever lost the match on Saturday. It's double elimination bracket, so they need to lose twice to be out. And at the end of all this, we will have 2 new teams in the LCS. Guys, let's take a look at the teams that we'll be seeing in the very first game here today. It will be Giants taking on Reason Gaming. And if we look at the roster of Giants, we have Whirly B in the top lane, Frederick in the jungle, Xpepe in the mid lane, Adri and Rydell in the bottom lane. We have seen Xpepe or Pepinero play in the Expansion Tournament, has been quite impressive. Do you guys think that he will be the center of this team if they want to make it?
I do think a lot of Giants' playstyle revolves around playing with him and just creating map pressure. We saw jungler mid synergy already coming out there. A lot of attention to Pepito, as I used to call him, but apparently it's Pepinero in the mid lane. He plays a really solid TF and Xerath, and they really just, what struck me the most about Giants, what I think is really nice, is how they set up the combos with mid and jungle together. Even if he plays TF, he'll run Ghost up, stun somebody, Jarvan comes in, or Elise comes in, chains that CC, and then they try to get a lead there and spill it over in the rest of the map.
Yeah, basically they're just super good at creating picks, and we saw it against Millennium as well, how the communication or lack of communication from Millennium simply couldn't handle the fast rotations, the picks they made again. The TF was great. Xerath, everyone talked about it. I want to see it here, but I think Reason Gaming is going to ban it.
Well, let's actually take a look at that Reason Gaming lineup that will be going up against Giants in that first game of the day, with Kuban in the top lane, Zayu in the jungle, Take Fun in the mid, and Celiver and Libic in the bottom lane. And the Fisha, well, there's a lot of known faces that we've seen in the LCS before.
Yeah, I mean, Kuban, Celiver played last year. We had Libic in the first year of LCS on Medium Makers, of course. And they've known each other for a while. Now they are finally playing together. They picked up Kuban and Celiver as soon as they could, as soon as they were out of the LCS, and now obviously want to requalify. I'm looking at the jungler though, Zayu. He's so good. He's 17 years old, really aggressive, and this is his first time he's ever been this close, obviously, to the LCS. If he can control the nerves, if he can actually go in here, put on a performance we have seen from him before, then I'm expecting great things.
We're looking at the junglers and the mid laners for both teams. What about the bottom lanes? We know Celiver, of course. We know Libic. We know Celiver, who came into his own at the end of the season, but wasn't always super on point in the beginning of the LCS season.
Yeah, I think the one weird factor might be, I think if I remember correctly, the Giants sometimes play some Jinx in there, so that's not the most meta champions. Right now we see in the metagame a lot of attention goes to Corki. Lucian's a little weaker. Graves is definitely a good matchup into the Corki, so we might see a lot of Corki Graves, but throwing an unfamiliar Jinx in there on a LAN setting, going into these matches to try and get you a spot in the LCS might just add a little more variance in the game, and just might throw Reason off their game.
And we have to remember, we're playing on 4.21. We haven't seen the teams play on it when they played in Expansion Tournament before. It was on the old patch, of course. A lot of new things, see a lot of new picks. I mean, if you've been following OGN, they're picking random stuff everywhere, like Morgana top lane suddenly. So we have no idea what these teams are going to pull out here, and it's just going to be super fun to see.
Yeah, I think the biggest change we'll see is how lane swaps will be played a lot differently, because the early dragon is no longer a question. 1 or 2 members can easily contest that. Dragon is no longer able to be juggled, so you take full damage. So yeah, maybe if these supports back in the day failed their juggles a lot, they were already trained for...
Exactly, now basically everyone will take the damage from the dragon. And in the jungle, Stalker's Blade is being built by everyone, seeing as Rangers got a nerf, and Skirmishers as well. these two junglers here, they like to gank. They like to camp the mid lane. We're going to see two Stalkers Blade, and they're just going to run and smite each other in the face. And whoever wins the mid lane battle might take the whole game.
Well, we'll see what happens and what these guys decide to build and what they decide to go with. If I can ask for a prediction of you guys, who will take it here, Giants or Reason?
Oh, I'm going to go with Giants Gaming, just because I really liked how they played against Millennium. And also we have a little bet going on with Stress and Pulse. So Giants Gaming will take it.
We'll not go more in depth as what that bet entails.
No.
Krepo?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Deficio's lead here. I'm gonna say Giants. I think 3-1 would be a decent score for them. And yeah, they actually like impressed me with parts of their gameplay when I watched them before. So yeah, I'm rooting for Giants.
All right, experts think it's going to be Giants. Well, that's experts.
Exactly.
Krepo and they are the experts. And well, we will go over to our casters to get into that very first game.